Hi Valiants, hello my valiant ones, welcome back to Vibrant Authentic Living. This is Nandi and today we're going to be looking at the plantain. So plantains are in the same family as the banana and they look pretty much like the banana. They look like big bananas. They look like the big brothers or big sisters of the bananas, but they're actually different fruits and they taste different. There are many similarities, of course, apart from the looks. Slightly similar taste, but definitely unique. The plantain has its unique taste, the banana has its. They are both kind of sweet, tangy, kind of like a blend between pineapple, mango kind of blend in terms of the tanginess of it. But definitely their unique flavor. So the plantain, though, is one of those fruits that, at least in Jamaica, is not used so much as a fruit. Similar to how we use the breadfruit, the ackee, the tomato, the cucumber, the pepper, which are all fruits, but they are not really used the way that we use other fruits. We don't just pick a plantain and eat it the way we would pick a banana, most persons. Although I tend to do that. I love to have the plantains, my plantains just as is. So as you can see now, these plantains are ripe, they are ready. This is how you know when the plantains are ready, just as with the bananas, when you see these brown spots on them. Some persons don't like when the plantain is brown and spotted like this. They think it's overripe, but for me, this is actually when the plantain is ripe and ready to eat. In Jamaica, traditionally, we use the plantain. When it is ripe, we will fry it and have fried plantains, or what we do is we can crush or blend the plantain, the ripe plantain, to make pastry such as plantain tarts and other pastry. But we also will fry the green plantain in a similar way to how we fry green bananas to make banana chips, but just that with the plantain it's not so crispy. We don't do it so crispy or so thin. Some persons are very particular in how they even slice the plantain, whether they slice it laterally to get round slices, or they slice it straight down vertically through the plantain to get longer slices, whether we're doing the ripe plantain or the green plantain. They both taste very good. There's also the green plantain can also be boiled, and the ripe plantain too. Generally you would just slice it up, leave it in the skin and put it in the pot, and when it is done it tastes very sweet and nice. But I find that in Jamaica not a lot of persons use the plantain like that. They prefer to fry whether the green or the ripe plantain, or like I said, to make plantain tarts. I love plantain tarts. It's not something I use a lot now, but from ever since, I just love the taste of plantain tarts. So that's a pastry with, you have the crust made of flour, and then the plantain, the crushed plantain with spices and maybe a little sugar. Each person has their own way of putting spices and so on in it, and you would you bake that, or some persons even fry that. So plantain tarts are very nice. What I love, the way I love to eat my plantains, my ripe plantains, so I have them just like this, and here I have two other plantains to show you. So these are even riper. See how nice and dark they are? So you would take the plantains, and there's a point of contention between some of our friends up north and we Caribbean persons who pronounce it plantain or plantain, and our friends up north would say plantain, which sounds very irritating to us. Plantain, plantain or plantain. Alright, so you peel it just as how you peel the banana. See how nice, and look at that. And then what I would do, just slice it up and serve it with avocado. That was one of my favorite snacks. It has been, especially years ago when I just started on this vegan journey. I used to just love sliced plantains, and you slice up the avocado and you just put that in a bowl and have your little fork, and you just, each time you take up a plantain, you take up a slice of avocado and just eat them together. It tastes so good. I used to eat a whole avocado or two avocados at once with one or two plantains. That's how much I love that combination. So let's look at the nutrient benefits that we get from the plantain. Alright, so it's a very carbohydrate packed fruit. It is rather starchy, particularly the green plantain. As it ripens, of course, you know that starch is going to go through the process and become more of the simple sugar type of carbohydrate. But you do get lots of energy from plantains, and so if you are one of those persons who want to put on some little extra pounds, you know, you're trying to gain weight, then this is one of the foods you can include in your diet. For those who have an issue with weight and want to lose, then you know you would be careful with how much of this sweet fruit you have, because it does provide lots of energy, and if you're not using up that energy in your daily activities, if you're sedentary, if your job has you sitting at a desk, you know, or you know, you don't go out to the gym, you don't go jogging, you don't go do any kind of activity like that, then you know you have to be careful with how much of the carbohydrates you take in, because when that sugar is not used for energy, it is stored as fat. So lots of energy, lots of fiber, and it is low fat. So if you eat the ripe plantain as is, you will get lots of fiber, and it is very good for the digestive tract. It will keep things moving along and so prevent constipation. The fried plantain, of course, you know, the frying will put it through a process, and some fiber will still be there, but it will not be as much as the raw plantain, just eating it as is. And the plantain, if you decide to cook it, you have to be very careful. It cooks very easily because it can be eaten as is, right? It's a fruit, it's ripe now. So if you decide to fry it, for example, you literally have to stand there and watch it, because we have a running joke in the Caribbean And I guess wherever plantains are prepared, if you take your eye from the plantain for 1 second, it's going to burn, right? So you could be there with your fork, tending to it, making sure it's just nice and golden brown the way you want it. If somebody says hi and you turn to say hi, by the time you turn back, the plantain will be burnt. Alright, I'm exaggerating, but you still have to watch. You can't leave the plantain and go to do anything else. You have to tend to it because it burns very easily. Okay, so we have fiber, we have the simple sugars, the carbs, lots of energy. The plantain also has a lot of vitamin C, potassium, vitamin A, vitamin B6, and magnesium. And all these vitamins are essential for the good working of the body, particularly vitamin C and vitamin A, antioxidant vitamins, which work towards ridding the body of free radicals, and they are anti-inflammatory, and so they ease inflammation in the body. The main antioxidant vitamins in the plantain are the polyphenols and the flavonoids, which are very good in cleaning out free radicals from the body. And the vitamin C, of course, strengthens the immune system and makes us resistant to microbes, the proliferation of microbes in the system. Vitamin C is very good in strengthening our immune system. So plantains are definitely a wonderful fruit to add. This is a humble fruit. It does not get the fame or the fortune of the more popular banana, but the plantains certainly stand their ground. They are their own unique selves. They have their unique taste, and they have their nutrient qualities that they bring to the table. So yes, they can stand their own. They don't have to be living in the shadows of their younger sibling, the banana. So this is the plantain. For those who are not familiar, this is the plantain. Some lovely ripe plantains. If you have not subscribed as yet to Vibrant Authentic Living, now would be an excellent time for you to do so. And if you want to become a supporter of the channel, you can follow the link in the description. Go on over to Patreon and become a supporter. Share the videos so others may benefit from the information and may come on board and start making healthier choices. Until next time, this is Nandi, and I'll see you in the next video.